Hey everybody, welcome to Ready Set Drone. Today we have the Bugs 3, which is from MJX RC. We're going to take it up for a flight and see how it does, so stay tuned. So first of all, thanks to GearBest for providing us with the Bugs 3. The Bugs 3 is a pretty standard brushless quad. It is brushless, which is nice, as opposed to a brushed quad. It uses a 2S battery, and it does not come with a camera. However, it does come with a mount for a GoPro type camera. In this picture, it's shown using a just a generic GoPro size camera. So we're actually going to try it with a GoPro Hero 4 and see how it does. But first of all, let's just go ahead and take a look at it. So it's decent size. It's about a 250 millimeter. Not exactly, but that's about what it feels like to me. It does take a 2S battery. The 2S battery does have a an XT30 connector, which is this little yellow one here, which is a pretty standard connector. So it's interesting that that it does have this kind of battery and it slides in there. You probably, if you had another standard 2S battery or even a 3S battery that has a XT30 connector, you might be able to just put it in and use that. But we've charged this thing. It has, it has the face of a bug, which is kind of hence the name, the Bug 3. It's very fast looking. It's flat matte black, which is cool. I like the paint. It does have brushless motors. Don't know anything about the specs of those motors except that they're brushless. And so we're going to go ahead and put it together and take it up for a spin with and without a GoPro on it. The remote here is a white remote. It's your standard remote that feels like it may or may not actually have a real antenna. So I don't imagine the range on this thing is all that great, because sometimes these plastic antennas like this are not actually real antennas. There's nothing inside of them. I'm guessing it takes 4 AA batteries, which we'll put in a second. Comes with prop guards, which we're not going to use because they're just extra weight. It comes with landing gear, I think, which is goes on the bottom and kind of elevates the camera. I would imagine if you're flying it without the camera, you could go without the landing gear too, because it has these little feet that it could actually land on. Comes with 8 propellers and some tools, and then the camera mount here, which looks like it just slips onto the front. Oh, it's kind of nice. It comes with a AC/DC power plug. This is actually going to be nice because I can use this to charge other. I think I can use it to charge other 2S batteries. It's not. I don't think it's a balanced charger, but if I need to charge multiple 2S batteries at the same time, it's a standard. It's the standard port here for a 2S battery. So that's kind of a nice thing, and it's also a US plug. A lot of these come with different types of plugs, and you have to get an adapter for your country. Now the props are labeled with an A and a B. You may or may not be able to see that on there, but there is a little A or a B, and the quad itself, the actual spaces where they go, are labeled with an A or a B. So this is an A, and this is an A, so it's going to go, that's going to thread on counterclockwise. So they typically thread on the opposite direction that they spin. That way, as the motors spin, they tighten rather than loosen. They're kind of self-tightening props. But I do like how easy they are to put on. So there, it's got the props on it. Next, as I said, we're not going to deal with the prop guards, but we will go ahead and put the landing gear. Well, you know what? Let's fly it without the landing gear and without the camera first. So I'm going to go get some. My assistant's going to go get some AA batteries while I find the little things that go on these.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Energizers. Ready, Set, Drone. Sponsored by Energizer. Yeah. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. So we got them batteries. We got all those batteries. We got them batteries, Kelly.
Good.
You proud of me, Daddy?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Let's stop and start again.
Here.
Okay, so just real quick, you do have to attach these little ends to the remote. I'm not sure why they do that. Maybe it's just better for shipping, but you just use 2 little screws with the screwdriver that comes with it. And then you do have to unscrew the back to undo the battery compartment, which I just did. And now I'm inserting the batteries, 4 AA's. So I'm going to hold down this button, this top red button, turn this on, and it's beeping. I mean, it's blinking. Now I'm going to plug this in. And maybe you have to bind it the first time you use it. Okay, so now, see, now it works. Okay, so one more time on how to do that. What I did was, I held down this red button on the top, turned on the remote, it beeped twice, then I plugged in the aircraft, yeah, and then it bound. So that's basically putting the radio into bind mode so that you can bind it. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off from here and just fly it a little bit without a camera attached. So first of all, just going to see how it handles. It's actually very quiet, wouldn't you say, Tate? Yeah, it must be those brushless motors. There's very little wind today, so it's sitting pretty well. And you can see in this is low flight mode. It's got a fair amount of punch out. It's got a decent amount of punch out. So now I'm going to switch it into high mode. There's 2 beeps. Oh yeah. It really gets after it in high mode. And again, this is flying without prop guards, without the camera, without landing gear. Alright, gonna land it and put the landing gear on and see how it flies. As far as flying it without the camera and the landing gear, it's actually quite nice. It's alright. So now what we're gonna do is slot on this GoPro, and I think this is as simple as just sliding it on like that. Putting the landing gear on took a little doing. It comes with a screwdriver, although if you have a bigger screwdriver with a magnetized head, it's going to work better. But it's doable, just 2 screws per. I didn't get mine in super tight because I think I'm going to end up taking them off and just flying it without the landing gear and the camera. But I wanted to test it out for the purpose of this video. So this is a little GoPro mount or action camera mount that goes on the bottom. Let me see how you open it. How do you open this action camera mount? Okay, you got to really tug on it to get that up, but then eventually it opens like this. And you can put your action camera, aka GoPro, or whatever you happen to have that's the same size, in there, and then close it up. And hope that you're able to get it out again someday. So I do get a lot of people asking me, is there an inexpensive quad I can fly my GoPro on with no gimbal just to take video? This might be the one. We're gonna check it out here and see. Let's see if we have to rebind it this time. Okay, so I'm gonna take it off and try flying it with the landing gear and the GoPro. No prop guards on it, but we'll see how it does with this. So it can handle it. It can definitely handle it. It takes a little bit more gas to get it going. And today's a pretty stable or pretty windless day, so let's see how it looks when you fly it around with the GoPro on it. Gonna fly it over my camera guy. And honestly, given the price of this thing, it really is a pretty stable platform. Of course, there's no wind today. Gonna try and just fly it over here. Over myself. I'm gonna come land it over here and try a real fast takeoff and see how much power it has. Oh yeah, there's the flip. We never even tried that. All right, here we go. You ready? Here it goes. 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Yeah, that was pretty good. Got off the ground quickly. So Tate wants me to see if it'll flip with the GoPro on it, and I am a little bit hesitant to try that, but alright, we'll give it a try. Alright, here we go. The flip button is right here. I really don't recommend this, but I'm going to try it anyway. Here we go. Wow, and it does flip with a GoPro on it. Let's try it again. Wow, did you get that? That is actually quite impressive how well it flips with the GoPro on it. It doesn't lose a whole lot of altitude after the flip, and that's with the camera. Yeah, old Bugs there is pretty impressive. So if you're looking for a camera platform that is really pretty good with a Hero 4 or an action camera on it, this one does okay. It's got brushless motors. It's only a 2S battery, but it seems to be enough. Now this is not a gimbal, so this is not going to stabilize the camera at all, but it will take some decent video as we showed you. You can do flips. You can also take the landing gear off and take the camera mount off and fly it pretty aggressively. I really like this LED in the front. We really like the style of it. We like the way the battery slides in and out, nice and easy. We definitely like the way it handles without the camera on it, but it actually does pretty decently with the camera on it. So I'm going to leave a link in the description to where you can buy it at GearBest. And would love for you to check it out. If you're looking for a camera platform without a gimbal that's pretty inexpensive, this might be the one. It's the Bugs 3 from MJX RC. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Ready Set Drone, give us a thumbs up, and we'd love to hear from you down in the comments. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time on Ready Set Drone.